Port Charles is no stranger to shocking kidnappings, emotional custody battles, and jaw-dropping family twists. But the latest rumors spreading through town has everyone asking the same terrifying question. Has Nathan taken James away from Spinelli? If the whispers are true, one of General Hospital's most emotional storylines may be just beginning. The drama unfolds on what appears to be an ordinary afternoon. James is excited for a fun outing with his family, while Spinelli is busy wrapping up work before meeting his son. Everything seems perfectly normal until James suddenly disappears. Panic spreads almost instantly. Spinelli rushes to the meeting place only to discover it empty. James is nowhere to be found, and no one seems to know where he went. Within minutes, calls are made across Port Charles. Friends begin searching. The PCPD launches an investigation, and fear grips everyone who knows the little boy. Then comes the first shocking clue. A security camera captures James leaving with a mysterious man who appears to be Nathan. The footage is grainy, but the resemblance is unmistakable. The revelation sends shockwaves through the community. Spinelli refuses to believe someone he trusted could be responsible. There has to be another explanation, he insists. But as investigators dig deeper, the evidence becomes increasingly troubling. Witnesses report seeing Nathan and James together earlier that day. A vehicle matching Nathan's is spotted leaving the area shortly afterward, adding even more mystery to the case. Meanwhile, Nathan remains impossible to reach. His phone goes straight to voicemail. His home is empty. No one knows where he has gone. As rumors spread throughout Port Charles, emotions run high. Some residents believe Nathan has committed an unthinkable act, while others insist there's more to the story than meets the eye. Spinelli, however, is consumed by fear. Every passing hour feels like an eternity. Desperate for answers, he begins conducting his own investigation, using his unmatched computer skills to track every possible lead. His search uncovers something unexpected. Nathan had recently been communicating with someone using an encrypted messaging service. The conversations mention protecting James from an unidentified danger. Suddenly, the story takes a dramatic turn. Could Nathan have taken James to keep him safe rather than to harm him? The possibility leaves everyone questioning their assumptions. At the same time, another dangerous figure emerges from the shadows. An unknown individual has been watching James for weeks, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Nathan may have discovered the threat before anyone else. If that's true, his actions weren't driven by revenge or betrayal. They were driven by desperation. As the mystery deepens, Spinelli follows a trail of digital clues to an abandoned lakeside cabin outside Port Charles. With the help of trusted friends, he cautiously approaches the property. Inside, he finds James safe, calm, and completely unharmed. Nathan is there as well. Before anyone can accuse him, Nathan explains everything. He had learned that a dangerous criminal planned to target James as leverage against several Port Charles families. Believing there wasn't enough time to convince everyone of the danger, he made a split-second decision to hide the boy until the threat could be eliminated. His choice may have saved James' life, but it also created panic throughout the city. Spinelli is torn between anger and gratitude. On one hand, Nathan acted without permission, leaving everyone terrified. On the other, his instincts may have prevented an unimaginable tragedy. The emotional confrontation is one of the most powerful scenes Port Charles has witnessed in years. Nathan apologizes for the pain he caused, admitting he never intended to hurt those who cared about James. Spinelli, though still shaken, recognizes that protecting James had always been Nathan's only goal. As the real villain is finally captured by the authorities, the truth comes to light. Nathan didn't steal James. He rescued him from a danger no one else knew existed. The misunderstanding leaves Port Charles reflecting on the fine line between courage and recklessness. In the aftermath, families begin healing. Trust slowly returns. James is safely reunited with the people who love him most. For Nathan and Spinelli, the experience changes everything. Both men realize they share the same priority, keeping James safe, no matter the cost. As life in Port Charles returns to normal, one lesson remains clear. In a town filled with secrets, appearances can be deceiving. Sometimes the person everyone suspects is actually the one making the greatest sacrifice. And sometimes the biggest shock isn't discovering who took someone away, it's learning they were trying to bring them home safely all along.